going live. We're live now.
All
Let's see who's with us. Come over here, Pooh. Turn it. I don't know if anybody. We're going to monitor from that. Any comments? So, can you guys hear us? Is there anybody? Let's see how many people's watching. Already pushed that start, right?
Yeah.
Watching. Abandoned exploration. Oh, that's Ben. Hey, Ben, you here? See anything popping up? Maybe unplug that laptop and bring it up here so we can see what's happening. Easy killer. You got anything?
No,
Nothing?
nothing yet.
I don't have my glasses on. I look like a dork. Make sure we got comments, questions, and answers on. Okay, loading.
All right, guys, if you're out there watching this live chat, this is our first time doing this, and we're kind of learning as we go here. So if you got questions you want to ask about what we do or something you might want to ask us personal, go ahead and ask. We'll be happy to answer any of your questions, tell you about what we do and how we do it.
See, like I said, I don't know if they can. It says questions, but I don't know if they've got to be. I don't know if you guys got to be on actually in here or not. But let's see something. What we got? Okay. Nothing.
What did I just move this? It's this thing stuff with that.
Okay. Well, please quit moving it, people. I'm thinking something's popping up. Let's see. Let's chat. Let's chat.
We got two viewers, and we just lost one.
We lost two. Where do you see two viewers at?
It's not a problem. This is live in there.
Down here?
Yeah.
Two viewers. I don't know who's being. Hang on a second. Let's see. Well, we've got us. Is that Ben? That's Ben there. So it's just me. It's just us and Ben. Hi, Ben. Let me try something here. What the hell? How did I get you in here the other night? Doesn't invite people. Hmm. I'm gonna leave
I thought we'd be answering a lot of questions by now.
it. No, it'd take a while. We're not famous yet.
I know, but I thought we'd have a few people and
Get too excited. I'm gonna get my glasses on. I didn't want to do this. I thought you could take them for me, but
then
oh, the phone. That's why. An exploration channel that's flipping cool as duck. That's Ben. But how, how did I invite you? Hmm. Hopefully somebody back to Q&A here. Oh, this is craziness.
hey Ben, why don't you throw us out a question so we know we're working?
Oh, we're working. I just don't know. Pet showcase. What do you want to get after that? It's 41. Ain't making sense. Let me do shit. See, that came up. Not giving me this. Hmm. Don't get it. What's happening here? Oh, we're skipping. Something's wrong. I don't know. We could take a little break. Try to figure this out. Okay.
All right.
They'll bear with us. Not. We try. Right.
Yeah. If you're out there, send us a question. Looks like Tammy's Adventures just joined us. We're still trying to figure it out too. So if you haven't missed much, we're trying to get everything going here. First time we've tried to do an online talk adventure. Marty just stepped out of the room for a second. He'll be right back. Looks like we got one person up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tammy's Adventures.
Yeah. So
What'd
she
you say?
just figured it out. So
Oh, cool.
looks like it's working.
Well, I figured it'd be working, but yeah, she watches our videos and comments. Hi, Tammy. So that's cool. She asked a question. See, that's the thing. It don't have to be a question. If you can ask questions, we'll just make this a comment.
Yeah. Yeah, Tammy, help us out if you got any questions for us. That way we can.
Trying to number one that one. Well, we're on a delay too. I don't know how much though, but it should only be a couple seconds.
If you want to tell our viewers how we got started doing this.
I don't know who else viewing.
Well,
I need to check that first. I mean, we'll do that if we can get. What's this here? What's that say?
it says you missed a call.
We missed a call. Missed a call. 8 minutes. Crap. That means she won't join in. Well, try it again. Wait, this is a man, Abandoned Michael?
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to do this.
Looks like he's on there now.
That's Michael?
Yeah, do you have to highlight, click them, and then put add people?
Well, I can only add 10 people. That's what I was wanting. Because we can't live stream because our internet's too slow. So I have to do this Hangout thing, and I've never done that before. I can live stream, but people in conversation. We'll get it figured out. We got all night. Hopefully, it'll stick with us. Going through on that. I think that's what. 3 watching. 1 is us because I got 2 windows open. Wait, Chris says hi. He just said hi. Chris, can you hear me? He just wrote. Chris just wrote hi.
Yeah.
So that's this gentleman right here. That's him. Mr. Charming, Chris. I may have to open up several different windows here. That's what's up. So what we do, we'll make ours small. You know what I mean? So that way we can see them. Right? Whoops. We'll make that small for now. And we'll make this small for now. No, I can't. Because that's on here. Oh, God. There's like a bunch of different windows. What's that say? I can hear you. Tammy says I can hear you. Well, that's good. Is it echoing? Because it sounds like we're in a giant beer can or something. Son, why ain't you doing this? You're better at this crap.
That's a joke.
I can do live stream. I've live streamed before, but not Google Hangout. Oh, he's with Moo. Hi, Moo. Hi, Ben.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Ben, we'll add you. I was trying to get to add you, but I don't know how the hell to do it, man. I'd love to see you guys on here too.
Yeah. Our girls really like Moo.
Oh God, yeah. Go freaking nuts.
They'll watch Moo's videos over and over again.
I mean, hours. It's crazy.
Yeah. Just have some questions. I don't know. You guys know Marty and I have been together for 3 years. Started doing this when Marty and I got together.
Well, you did.
Yeah, I started doing this when Marty and I got together.
Shaver.
Well, Shea Bear.
I don't care about my real name, but they know me as Shea Bear. You know,
Well, when
sorry.
we got together. So it's been kind of wild 3 years with Shea Bear here. So that's how I got started doing this. I met this crazy guy. Oh, how'd you get started doing this?
Well, when I was 18, just driving around backcountry roads, having a couple cold ones, and I seen an old abandoned house. Or I seen a house that was just like there was stuff scattered all over the lawn that hadn't been mowed in a long time, and but it was like, so I got out and checked it out, and I was like, well, let's see what's going on. Big old 2-story farmhouse, and I went in, started walking around. Everything was still there. It was just like somebody left in a hurry, and it just got me right then and there. So I was like, well, hell, I need to check this place out. I done some talking to people, neighbors, and stuff like that, and because there was some stuff in the barn that I wanted to get out, I wanted to buy, and so I got a hold of the owner, and the owner's like, yeah, anything in the barn or in the house you want, go ahead and get it. And I was like, cool. So I was like, well, I'll take some pictures, because I didn't have a camera then. So I was like, I'll take some pictures and stuff, and so I set up for next day or the day after. It was a Saturday anyway. I was supposed to go there Saturday morning, and he called me. The owner called me and said, I know I gave you permission to go in that house, but you're welcome to go out there. But I don't think you really want to go. And I was like, no, I really want to go. He said, well, the place is burned down. So I went out, and it was still smoking and stuff. It burned. Somebody set it on fire overnight. Anyway, that's how I got started. So and then from then on, it was just like, I was already into ghost hunting and stuff like that. It was just, it was awesome. Go drive around, find an old house, you go in, walk around and stuff. If I had a camera everywhere, all the houses that are gone now, oh my goodness, I'd probably have 300 more videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no joke. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah, I caught the fever with Shea Bear. We went in one. I was kind of nervous, like shouldn't be doing this. It shouldn't be here. But I loved it. It was so cool. And then from there on, I was like, come on, this one looks abandoned. This one looks abandoned. Let's go. Let's go. And we were hitting them right and left after that. And it was cool. Our daughter, Cheyenne Shy Bear, she got to go in her first abandoned house with us, and she called it her first hurry up because we were saying hurry up because it was on a main road, so she called it her first hurry up instead of her first abandoned house.
Yeah, it's like we gotta hurry up and get this done.
Yeah, and that house has been taken down now. It's gone. It's no longer there, but it was pretty cool.
So what else got tore down? Recently, a bunch of the stuff we've done has gotten tore
The
down.
poorhouse.
Oh yeah, for the follow the people that we've only got a couple of people watch,
Yeah.
but we can go over it again if more people show up. If not, that's cool because it's Saturday night. We understand. But like for Ben and Moo and Chris, uh, the poorhouse. What is it? What's the actual name of it?
Knox County.
Knox County Poorhouse. It's in Bangs, right, Ohio.
Yes.
And it was also known as the House of Nightmares because they used to do a haunted house in there. Unfortunately, I just saw a video here a couple months ago about it burnt down and somebody was up on the hill above it and they actually filmed it and it just flamed. It was just crazy. The whole place is gone. It burnt down. I'd like to get back there. I never got to get inside of it, but these boys from Kentucky, they went inside it, and it was right before it started collapsing and stuff. They actually videotaped the wall where it was like caving up. It was like we was up there not too long after that.
Yeah.
I mean, it started falling in.
Yeah, when we went in, the whole floors were caved in and slanted on top of each other. There was no way to safely get into it and move floor to floor to really explore it.
Not safely.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get in it, but Pooh Bear wouldn't let me in. So
No, after my ordeal falling through a house floor and into a basement, I kind of got leery of floors myself. Be a little bit more careful and stuff.
how about that then?
Yeah, you guys probably, we've mentioned it in our videos and stuff. We were out around where he's from, around Cambridge, Ohio, driving around, and he knew a house.
Yeah, it's actually in North Salem.
Driving around and ended up in North Salem, Ohio. And he took me into a house he knows now. He said when he got out, he said the floors are probably going to be pretty bad to make sure you walk on the floor joist. And so I was trying to do that, but I was trying to get a picture of the kitchen the way it is because he does video and I like taking still images. And I I stepped back, and as soon as I stepped back, I felt the floor kind of crumbling underneath my toes, and I was like, shit. And then all I know was I went down, and it hurt. I fell. I hit that big cement basement floor, and all I did was yell for him. And I couldn't really breathe, and I hit my hip hard, and I was hurting. It was really scary. I thought I had broke something. Um, ended up having to go to the hospital and everything. It was really scary. he he says he comes in the kitchen and he hears me yelling because that's where I last was, and he's like, well, where's she at? Then he comes flying down the basement steps and found me. The boards, I beat the boards down. I fell, and then the floorboards were on top of me. So it was something else.
They're okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there was like 4 boards on top of you, and it was. You made a hell of a rack. How did you fit through 2 floor joists?
I don't know.
I mean, it was like, boom. I thought the whole house was caving in. I grabbed the girls, and then we heard you hollering.
Yeah.
And they said, Mom. I said, stay here. Running out in the kitchen. I was like, oh, shit. Where are you? I heard a little muffled voice, down here. I went down the steps, and they were fine. That was the most sturdy part of the whole house was the steps.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, my God.
Well, it was kind of scary because falling through like that, you don't know what's on that basement floor.
That's
Could have
right.
been anything. It could have been glass bottles right there where I fell, or
Yeah, you don't
anything.
know.
So
Fortunately, there was nothing there.
so I lucked out. That's why we try to stress in the our videos now about the safety, to be careful, because even though I was trying to be careful and I had done it numerous times in houses, it still happened. So that's why we kind of are stressing safety.
Commenting to a gentleman named Chris up here. I guess he can't see us, but he's commenting to us right up here. So,
Paranormal stuff. Yeah, Chris is asking the question, do you like the paranormal stuff better than exploring, or the same? For me, I think I get into the paranormal stuff a lot. I think I like it a little bit better than the exploring.
really?
Don't get me wrong, because I love exploring. I've loved exploring since I was a kid. But there's just something about the paranormal that we do, that little bit of, you're on edge, you're kind of scared, or you get a little bit scared, your hearts are pumping a little bit more. Um, and when you catch something, it's just like, oh my goodness, it's just a totally different thing. I've always believed in the paranormal and ghosts and such, but since we've been together, I've actually seen things and heard things that with my own 2 ears, that I have to say I believe more so now than I ever did. Because when it's just the two of us, I think you shut me off.
No, you're okay. They can hear you. I just got some from Ben. It says, hey guys, bad echo. You need to turn your volume down or put on headphones. So, I turned the mic down. I turned the boost off, but I didn't turn the mic clear down.
Okay.
So let's see how that. Ben, if you're still there, is that any better? I'm sorry.
That's all right. But that's my
Because he's done it several times.
that's the way I am, the way I feel. What about you? What's your feeling?
I just told Chris. I just typed in for Chris that
Yeah. everybody else would like to know.
Well, I know, but I'm telling you what I
Okay.
just typed in him
Okay.
that I know everybody else. Would like to know. Well, I'm telling everybody right now they can hear me. I don't know if he can or not. He's
Oh,
typing,
okay.
so I got to type back.
Okay.
'Cause I don't think he can hear him.
Okay.
But yeah. So anyway, I was just telling Chris that I like them both about the same. I rank them up, number one in my book. The same. They're both awesome. They're cool. I mean, I enjoy both of it. Tell you something else too. I got check. There we go. I've got you know, a thing about both of them. It's just something about being in an abandoned house and being in haunted houses. You know, we've been in some that's supposed to be haunted. That's really nothing, but we was in one that I don't care whether I get back to son of a bitch or not. Tell you the truth, because it scared the hell out of me, and that was the most scared I've ever been in my life. And it's just I don't want to go back. I really don't want to go back.
I go back in a minute.
Okay, yeah, okay. They wanted us to be caretakers. Okay, so all right, I'm outside doing the outside shit. I don't want to go in. She's inside cleaning, singing, having a good time. I'm outside doing this brick work and cutting grass and all this crap. And I go in to clean off something or get some water or something, and I'm hearing the piano playing. I'm like, "Damn, babe, I didn't know you could play." And I hear this little voice from upstairs. What? I'm like, oh my god, it's broad daylight, guys. I mean, broad daylight. I said, "Where you at?" She said, "I'm upstairs." Walked in the piano room, nobody in there, and that piano was playing. And that's it. I didn't go back in the rest of the day, did I?
No.
Nope. Left my shit outside. I didn't care. Done. I'm done. I don't care. They've contacted me through email. Wanted to come back a couple times. I said, I'll have to get back with you, and I don't want to go back. I really don't want to go back. That really scared me. Sorry, guys. We're just reading this from down here.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I've written here. So, see, I asked Ben if that was any better. Well, I mean, I can't see that.
Right below.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Um, is it tolerable, Ben? I mean, is it a lot better than what it was? I don't. You know, you've done this. We haven't. You guys always sound clear, but I'm pretty sure. Didn't you, Ben? Didn't you do the live stream, which I can't do because our internet's not fast enough. It sucks. So we had to do this Google Hangout. So we want to make sure it's okay for you guys. Not too loud. Not. It sounds tinny to us. So I turned the boost clear off, but I left the mic up, and plus I turned the volume down because we got the mic right here, and the speakers are right in front of us because we got surround sound. So it could be causing a little bit of feedback. And earlier we was getting it was like double, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You'd say hey and go hey hey. It'd sound cool if we could sing, but we can't do that. We can't do really nothing, but we can find a abandoned house once in a while. But oh, by the way, Ben, a couple months ago, holy shit! See the ghost thing happening. But we went up to see our daughter up in Bowling Green, and bear with us, guys. But okay. But I tried to contact you. I sent you a message through YouTube. I don't know if you got it, but we was up in your area. Maybe I shouldn't have said words. Sorry, Ben, but we was up around your area. wanted to kind of hang out with you and maybe get to go with you and Moo and show us a couple places. I still got some places saved for you guys. You know, if you guys ever want to come down around us.
What was that on that one? When you clicked, there was a note that said Shea Bear and Pooh Bear.
I don't know. I hit the mouse because the mic fell over. That
You know, there was a green note. It's all green. It said Pooh Bear and Shea Bear.
on a green note.
Yeah.
Here.
No.
I don't know. I was fighting with this stupid mic thing. I made it out of a tripod. Moo's got the good one that, you know,
Yeah.
it's an actual mic stand. We don't have that. We made it out of an old broken tripod. So I don't know where it was. You talking about this?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
I think somebody tried to send us something and we lost it. So if we haven't commented to something you wrote, send it again, please.
Yeah.
We're doing our best.
Yeah, we're trying. Like I said, we got this gentleman over here. I don't think he can hear us or anything, but he's contacting us. You want to do that, honey?
Yeah. Chris wants to give a shout out to Ben
Mr. Charming.
From Exploration Adventures. It was him that got me hooked on abandoned places, which got me hooked on channels like ours. Thanks for the videos and be safe when you go out and explore. So there's a little shout out to you.
Yeah, there's a shout out to you, Ben. You got this gentleman interested in it. His name is Chris, Mr. Charming. Okay. I've got to type this back. Like I said, I don't think he can hear us. So. Type that for me? You want to do that? Here, let me laptop. We're not but if also too that who was with us right now? Let's check and see. We missed a couple video calls.
This one says, "Hey Shea Bear and Pooh Bear, have you ever gone into a house that was abandoned, afraid of what you might find?" What happened?
I don't know. It disappeared.
Well, answer is yes. We're always joking that we are gonna walk.
Kind of serious.
You know, we're gonna walk into a house and find a dead body one of these days, or a vagrant, or something.
Well, I've ran across vagrants before, but they're not real scared. They're just, you know, trying to live. I mean, they're actually pretty nice. I think Ben and Moo might have ran into a couple before, but that's to me it is finding a vagrant that you know didn't make it through the night or you know froze to death or whatever. That's what really scares me.
Yeah, and then when I explore the houses, I always open the cupboard doors and the refrigerators and stuff. And he's always saying that one of these days a raccoon or something's going to jump out at me. So I always think that could happen. Here in Dayton, Ohio, not too far from where we live, in an abandoned house, they found a mummified body. Some kids went in the house and it was abandoned, and a guy had been dead and in the house for close to 7 years, I think.
Several years. Yeah, I don't know how many.
You
Yeah.
know,
We
that
did a
they
video on.
yeah, that they found his body. So I mean, it's possible. Yeah, that is.
13-year-old, by the way. Yeah.
It's always possible we're gonna find something like that. So yeah, we are kind of afraid of what we might find. But that's kind of, what goes with the territory. Shea Bear just walked out. Also, you always, when you go in the abandoned building, one of the things you're afraid of is you're going to get caught by the police. And it's happened to Shea Bear and I twice, actually. We went to a place in Centerville, Ohio, and Shea Bear was inside the house doing the video, and I was outside taking shots on the outside of the house. Next thing we know, the Centerville police came, and they asked us what we were doing and told us we were trespassing, and they were very cool about it. We didn't get ticketed or anything or whatnot, but that's something else you're kind of afraid of when you go to do the abandoned places, that you might get stopped by the police. And like I said, it's happened, but luckily they were cool about it. So
All of them.
yeah, let's see if we can try to find them again.
All I did was move it over and it came up, but then it went away. So, was it Nancy Jones?
Yeah.
There's Nancy Jones there. But yeah, and also by the way, well, of course Ben and Moo already know this, but to the people that don't, hang on a second. See, it disappeared.
And we answered it all.
Oh, okay. Was that from Nancy?
Yeah.
Okay, hi Nancy. But anyway, Moon, Moon, and Ben, they already know this, and a lot of you guys do. But if anybody's thinking about doing this that really don't, there's a fine line between abandoned and vacant. You know, some houses could just be sitting there, because the owner is waiting for a rental. Just because the grass is screwed up doesn't mean it's abandoned. So I mean, you can get breaking and entering, even in what you think might be an abandoned house, might not actually be abandoned.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
And we was in that one because we found out about that. We went in this one trailer one time, and I'll never upload this video.
Yeah.
I mean, this place had weeds. I mean, I fought weeds to go through, and it looked like somebody just walked out in the '70s. And so I videotaped it, and I come out, and sure enough, here comes the neighbor guy. He says, "You looking for Bones?" I was skipping a beat. I said, "Yeah, have you seen him?" But so that story goes on for a few minutes. But anyway, so you got to watch. I mean, so it wasn't actually abandoned at all, was it?
No. Nope.
So I mean, so you got to watch. I mean, I said, well, just tell him, blah blah blah. Stop by to see him. And he's like, yeah, I'll tell him. I said, well, he's supposed to be back this weekend, right? He's like, yeah, he's supposed to be. So you just don't know. He just lived out of town, and he would only go back once or twice a month. and stayed. That's where he grew up at. And oh my God, that was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
Oh man, that was a close one. That was the first year we were together.
Yeah.
And up until then, since I've been doing this since 18 years old, I never got busted. I get with her in the first year twice. I'm like, are you kidding? Well, it was within 6 months.
Yeah.
It's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's fun. What we got here? Any abandoned places lately? Uh, well, actually, we found one today, as a matter of fact, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well,
Yesterday.
yesterday. Oh yeah, it was yesterday. We went to a fruit place, and they didn't want to keep her. So. But no, we was on one of our little outings and was come back. It wasn't technically abandoned, but it was for sale. So I don't want to spoil the video because I haven't uploaded it yet. But yeah, it was a 2-story house, 3 bedrooms with a big barn, and we found that yesterday. And one of the doors was shut, but it wasn't clear shut to where it would lock, and had to reach the realtor's lock on it and everything. But the door just opened right up. So I videotaped that for you guys. I figured, what the hell? I mean, actually, I was kind of interested in it.
Yeah.
I don't know what they would want for it, but the house needed probably as much work as this house, and it's not as big.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we got 2 rooms done. I'm not ready for another one yet. So, but yeah, we did find one. So stay tuned. That'll be uploaded this week. So upload whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta look up there, baby.
Mhm.
Oh, I keep hitting the mic thing. Sorry.
Yeah. We drove around a lot of places. I know back roads, and we're getting kind of slim on the abandoned houses around us. I mean, we've gone as far as Richmond to do some things. Um, we've got family in Indiana that said they know where some abandoned houses are, but haven't been able to make the drive that far yet. It's about a 4-hour drive to go and do those houses. So we're keeping it in the back of our head. And we always on the lookout, no matter what we're going to go do and everything. So we always take the camera with us just in case.
Yeah. And but always be careful out there, guys. You know, the fun part about it, I think, it's a lot of the thrill, but it's not because we're breaking the law, and if we are, we're sorry, but it's not because of that. The thrill for us is actually going through this place and thinking, well, how many memories are here? How many Christmases, how many, you know, uh, birthday parties and stuff like that was happened there, and you always got to remember this was someone's home. It may not be now, but it was. The last person that lived there, they had good memories, they had bad memories, they were happy, they were sad. So we try to keep that in the back of our mind, that we have to be respectful of this house, even if it's just an old dilapidated place. Still be respectful, because and just keep that in the back of your mind, going, wow, this once was someone's home.
Yeah. Well, always try to have fun while we're doing it too. You've seen some of our bloopers that we've had while we've been exploring, and um, we always try to show you what we do. I mean,
You said do.
you see Marty run when he's scared at that one house. That was kind of comical. Shea Bear scared stupid. Um, we try to do a bunch of different things to keep you guys interested, and
Yeah, we try.
everything. We have good time.
Yeah, we're not the Brady Bunch by no means. We have our good times, we have our bad times, but all in all, I mean, we're still sitting here together.
Today.
So anyway, but yeah, we have a lot of fun. We'll stop and get something to eat. Like we'll have breakfast and we'll go out and do our little adventures. Sometimes we'll just drive around and then we'll stop and do lunch. You know, just stuff like that. Just to make a day of it, and that's how we find. Probably 90% of the places we go, we find that way. I found a couple on the internet and went and checked them out. But 90% of them we're just driving around to find them. Just like
Yeah.
that one yesterday, we just going to a little outing and well, we got stuff there on the way back, which it came up on us quick and I was like, oh shit, there's that house.
Yeah.
Two Bears driving said, "Want me to turn around?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, hell yeah!" When you turn around, I'm just trying to make sure we got all the answering everybody we can. There's stupid stuff happening on it. Let's see, we got watching William Griffin. Okay, he's a cool gentleman. He checks out our videos and comments. If you can hear me, William, I'm on Will. Hope that's okay, buddy. Hey, nice to see you that you could have joined, man. Could join, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. Any questions or comments? Just comment in the question there. Okay,
Okay. Hey, Shea Bear and Pooh Bear, have you
that was
ever
already there.
on?
We've already seen that.
Well, it came back in.
Yeah, why is it doing that?
Um, this one is saying, have you ever found out more into the homes than you thought might be haunted, like the one home you went into that might or had a ghost in it? Yeah, we've gone in homes that when we've come back and we've gone through it to try to do a video, that we've picked up EVPs, or we found dark shadows, or orbs or different things, haven't we?
Yeah, it was really cool. But what also is cool is like what's really exciting actually is when we're just I gotta click on it. When we're just I don't know if they can hear us, but we're just like doing a walkthrough of a house, doing an abandoned house or vacant house or whatnot, and then we'll get a comment on that or at such time, such seconds. Check this out. I thought I heard something. So, I put it on my audio editor and it listen to it with headphones, play it back over, slow it down and everything, and listen. It's like wow, this person caught an EVP. We wasn't even expecting, and that we really appreciate that because that takes time out of their day, to sit and go, wait, did you hear it? And they're really paying that much attention. That means a lot to us.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it's really exciting. But yeah, and we try to do all the research we can on a place for you, but 90% of the time we can't do much. Um, it's a house, it's a abandoned house. We're driving past, and then you know we're in another county or even another state like the one in Kentucky, which I knew a little bit about because it was on the internet. But if we'd have just been driving past, I couldn't. I can try to find out because then I'd have to go there to get the actual records and stuff to find out anything about it. So we're sorry about that, but we'll let you know anything we do find out about it. Huh.
Yep.
Yep. Look pretty. Doesn't she look cute, guys? missing calls or something? Got a missed call there. It's 48 minutes ago. I'm sorry if we're missing your calls and we're not getting any things here, are we? Can you guys hear us? No, there's
Scroll down on that one.
this one. That was from earlier. That's from Ben and Moo. Those guys are awesome. Abandoned exploration adventure. This gentleman's really cool, man. You gotta check. He's got tons of videos out, and they're awesome. Just and plus he does like even like tourist places that have been restored and stuff. He tapes it all, man, and he's got some around his area, some rivers that have iced up and flooded. It just he's got all kinds of stuff. You guys need to check him out. That's Abandoned Exploration Adventure. Him, and then you got Dean Moo.
Yeah.
Check him out. He's got this duck thing happening now. This sock puppet duck thing. Don't want to give out any, don't want to spoil the videos, but check him out too. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He plays a lot of music and stuff. He can sing, and these guys are really cool, and they do videos together. They'll explore together. These guys are awesome. So if you guys haven't checked them out, please do so. You can get to them also by our channel by Shea Bear 1000. Check down through there. You'll find them, and you really enjoy their videos. These guys are really awesome. They're really cool, and they have some good times too. They're funny, and it's awesome guys. Awesome guys. William, Abandoned Exploration. Now, this gentleman's from Pennsylvania, right? Am I right about that? His name? I hope you don't mind, Jason. He's been, wanting to. He's been looking forward to this, and we've been chit chatting back and forth on email and whatnot. So looks like he was able to join us. If you're here, welcome, and wish I could have everybody up here.
Yeah.
I wish we could all be together and just kind of hang out, cook some burgers on the grill.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say?
Well, honey, when was the first time you ever saw a ghost? You might want to know that.
When I saw a ghost. Saw a ghost?
Yes.
I don't know, it was so long ago, and it wasn't actually like you see on TV, like a full-bodied apparition. It what kind of almost looked like a cigarette smoke,
Mhm.
and anyway, that's kind of what it looked like, and it was just kind of hovering around me. I think it was a spirit because it was the only person here. That was the first time I actually seen what was, I can say, an apparition. Like I said, it wasn't just like a person going. It wasn't nothing like that. But like I said, it was like the smoke and just kind of formed. It was only about 3 seconds, which seems quick, but when you go 1001, 1002, 1003, and then just kind of vanished. And it was that was the first time. I couldn't tell you how old I was. I was in my teens. That's what got me started. And then a place in my hometown, a buddy of mine worked at. When he was 18, it was a theater, and he could have sworn he was haunted because he closed up. He had to sweep up and stuff at night. So, well, we had a key, and hence, you know, the the paranormal investigation. That's when I started. I started out with a Kodak disc camera and a big boom box for our recording.
Yeah.
how I got started.
Yeah, but yeah, the first ghost sighting, yeah, the spirit, like I said, it just looked like a mist of smoke.
Okay.
What about you? Did you ever see one?
Yes, the first time I ever saw one was when I was pregnant with Shy Bear, and I woke up in the night and I could have swore I saw a lady with a white gown floating above my bed,
Really?
and I
Wow.
uh, woke up. It startled me enough that I was screaming my head off. Just woke up screaming, and eventually it just kind of faded away, and couldn't tell if I was dreaming or if I really saw that, but it did scare me quite a bit. That's what I would say was the first time I ever saw an apparition or a ghost, and it was it, it was interesting.
Thank you. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
She never told me. But just had it disappeared so quick over here. But asked us if we would ever go like hang out or whatever with the guys from Ghost Adventures. Hell yes. In a second. I would love to hang out with them. I'd like to hang out with them for a week. But I would go for 2 days. Hell yeah, them guys are cool as hell. I think they're legit. Um, Taft Ghost Adventures, in my opinion, I don't mean to dog anybody or anything, but in my opinion, it's the same thing. They're getting a little bit too commercialized. When was the last time you ever seen them do a person's home? And that's what they're supposed to do, is to help out the people. You know.
And we liked them, the Ghost Adventures, because when the way they film, you can see most of the rooms. And one of the things we noticed is when they do see something or catch something, they legitimately act as though they're startled. Because doing the ghost hunting ourselves, when we find something or something happens, you're always like, oh my gosh. I mean, you're never calm. It's not like, wow,
Yeah.
that door just shut, or,
Like Aaron.
you know,
I love that
yeah,
dude.
I mean, it is startling every time you catch something. Like, I was going nuts when we were doing the Saddamville Rectory, and we were taking kind of a
Hate that
break,
fucking place.
and he was kind of just doing an interview with me. I don't know if you've watched the video or not, and I was sitting there, and my hair started moving up my face by itself in like a twisted kind of curl, and that freaked me out so bad. And I was trying to stay calm because he was filming it, and I just wanted to scream and take off running. It just was very scary. I mean, you know, you do have emotions when you're doing that. And that's one of the reasons why we like them, because they do seem like they are
Yeah.
true.
Well, yeah, and like another thing, taps. Even from the get go, when they first started out, they have what's her name call them, right? And they're working for Roto Rooter. They're in a bathroom, putting a sink drain in or something, and there happens to be a camera crew with them as they get this phone call. Oh, tell them we'll be right there. And like I said, when was the last time? You know, kids are our biggest priority. Call them, try to get a hold of them and say, we'd like you to come investigate this house. No, they're too busy doing other things that they have to pay to go into as well. But, it's like, come on, they're at this legitimate job working for Roto Rooter, and they have a film crew following them around, filming their every move in case they get that phone call. I don't buy it. I'm sorry, I just don't buy it. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We get phone calls. I'm at work. Yeah, I'm at my place of employment. I'm going to have a camera crew there, and I'm going to pick up my cell phone. Oh, okay, tell them we'll be right there.
Yeah.
Next shot, they're on their way. Good look, guys. This is what we got to do. It just doesn't. It doesn't. It's a big film crew. Ghost Adventures. I mean, they're down to earth now. Now I got to say, Zach, he's he's getting a little bit more into the acting thing, I guess you could say. You know, he's just always he's so I don't know, he's always something's always bothering him with something. So I'm kind of getting sketchy about him. It's just, but I'd like to hang out with him, really see what's going on. But yeah, like I said, Zach, he's getting pretty well into the camera deal of it, you know? And he is. It's just sometimes you watch some of their first ones and then like watch their latest ones. He's just pretty much acting.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's acting when he's scared because you can tell when somebody's scared. Sometimes he gets scared shitless.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like he's always getting possessed and shit, you know. I'd have to give it up. First time I get possessed, I'm done. Fuck it, I'm done. Sorry guys, but no more of this shit. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It'd be like from then on, my cameras would be used for abandoned houses and our bedrooms. That'd be it. You know.
Just forget he said that, guys.
No, see, it's like when you're in court. Once you say it, it can't be stricken. It's still in your
Okay.
mind. Everybody forget he said that. Yeah, okay.
All right.
But no, yeah. As far as Ghost Adventures, yeah, I'd like to hang out with them because I know, you know they. And it looks like they a lot of times they go to a lot of good eateries, a lot of good food, and have some drinks and stuff. Yeah, they seem like they'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
They're about our age.
Yeah.
I'd like to arm wrestle Zach though. Okay, what we got here, baby? It disappeared. I didn't even touch it. I picked up my glasses. It freaking disappeared. What the hell? It's like stays up for like 3 seconds.
Well, move things back and forth, and then it comes back.
Oh, I'm going to as soon as I get this mouse to wake up. Really? This is fucking. Okay, now my mouse ain't working. Brand new. Bought it several hours ago. Do that. Say something so you're not get bored.
Well, technical difficulties as usual.
When you do stuff like this, especially for the first time. But Ben's good at it. He's done it several times. His sounds good. You know, there it is.
We're getting stuff. We're just trying to get it to where we can read it. What about your daughter? Does she or will she go with you into these houses? Okay, we have done investigations and been called in to investigate for a ghost, and the girls have actually gone with us, and they do very well.
Yeah, they do.
We've gone where the ghosts were bothering kids, and the girls actually would go up in the room and sit and do like a voice session with the voice recorder to try to get some EVPs, and they weren't scared at all. The girls, they've been around this. And they're very good. We don't have to really tell them what to do. They don't get scared, but if they start getting uncomfortable, we always, take them out of the room, to have them come down with us or go to the car or anything. But they love it. They're smart kids. You sit down and talk to them about this stuff, and they can tell you anything you want to know.
Yeah, and they go with us sometimes to some abandoned places. You gotta watch when you have younger people with you. Go in and check it out first. If it's not safe, don't let them in. If it's not safe, you shouldn't be in there. But as adults, you make that decision. But you you know, a lot of times your children don't have that decision. Um, they don't know. They don't realize, you know, how quick things can happen. So, you know, if you take someone with you, make sure it's very sturdy. 'Cause I've been in some bad places, but when it comes to, you know, the girls being with us, like there's some places I would take them, like Cheyenne went with us in
The paper mill.
the paper mill. Yeah, she went with us, but I wouldn't let her in the upstairs part. We was downstairs where it was all concrete, so I had no worries about her falling through the floor. And you could look up, and I knew because I had already been through there that there was nothing going to fall on her and hurt her. She wanted to go upstairs. She really did want to go with me. But if you watch the video, her and Pooh Bear stayed outside because I got up and where it was a little more dangerous, and I just didn't want her there. But yeah, as far as ghost hunting, the girls they love it. They love it. They get uneasy sometimes, but well, Cheyenne was with us in the Amanda Mansion,
Yeah.
and now that place is solid. You don't have to worry about anything in there. Nothing's gonna fall on you. You're not gonna fall through any place. But she just said, you know, she said, Dad, I feel a little uncomfortable. And I said, well, we can go. You know, she said, no, you guys go ahead. I'm just gonna go sit in the car. And that's when, you know, was actually our viewer, wasn't it? No, I called them to see if the viewer would catch it. It was like a mist or something. I still don't know what it was. I'm not saying it's paranormal. I'm not saying it's not, because I have no proof. But it was caught later. But it just seems funny how, what, a year later, I happened to catch that. You know,
Yeah.
from our archives. I'm going to upload this, and I'm going through it. And I caught it, but and I remember, you know, I just kind of felt uneasy in there. And, so, but she went outside, sat in the car, and waited on us. But yeah, we was just going to go ahead and go, and she was like, "No, I'm not scared. I just, you know, I just rather be outside." So that's where she went. You know? But yeah, they do real good. So anyway, well, you keep looking down here at the speaker. They're not down. They're up here, honey.
Do we have any more questions?
Questions, comments, or has anybody logged into the DVR system? It's rolling right now. Uh, it's up and going. I put a link to it in the very last video, but you have to be.
Yeah, cause we got it linked up, so after we're done with this hangout, we're going to do a paranormal investigation of our house. We have a few little bumps and creaks and stuff in here. And this house is about 100 years old, so I figured it might be fun just to do a little investigation in here and see if we can catch anything.
Well, it's what, 1922.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was built in 22. Cougar found their house, so she did a little bit of research on it, but we haven't really done, you know, delved into like who all's lived here and whatnot. But but yeah, she did find out it was built in 1922.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pushing 100 years old. The old girl's seen better days, but we're trying to revive her. Keep track of our videos. You know, we'll post here and there what we're getting done. Chimney's done, or where the chimney was. Back to house, it's done. We've got the living room done. This room, 98% done. Still gotta get carpet. We gotta do the walls on the upstairs. That's still plastering. It's all coming loose, so it's probably going to have to get drywall. And the girls' rooms, they're not real bad shape. There's no like big holes or anything. There's some holes, but nothing like what we did in the living room here. So we're working on it slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Cut that stupid tree down. That fucking tree was aiming. What we got here, baby? Okay. I can't see. Why the fuck does that keep?
It was the same thing.
No, the one down below it.
It just said the same thing. It said it twice.
It can't seem to what? No, there was one below it. Said can't seem to see something or whatever. What was that? Maybe they'll check again. It disappears so fast. I don't know. Ben, if you're still here, what's going on with that? Well, how come it comes up green and when I go to read it, I won't touch anything, it disappears. And it takes a minute to come back. So if you can, let me know what I'm doing wrong here. I think he likes wings though. We're just on this hang up. Just pops up. Wait, let's check this. That's no, that was from Merlin. That was from Chris. Just pops up and then just disappears. Chris popped in. That was 23 minutes ago. Trying to get everybody, but that one keeps disappearing on me. I don't know what the hell's going on. There it is. Can't seem to get into DVR. Says wrong password, and the password is spooky, right? Yes, it is. You see, when you first go to log in, it might say error or something or pass. Just go ahead and click OK, and it should take you into it. Should come up CISO, SISO, and then in the password, yeah, just go ahead and type spooky. No capitals or anything like that. Because the DVR system's live right now, so I've got it up here on the TV for our monitor. Yeah, it's live. We're rolling. We just don't have. I don't have the sound. We've got We've got 4 cameras up. 2 of them are mic.
Yes.
And but I don't have the mics plugged in yet because we were jamming earlier.
Yeah.
So we didn't think you guys wanted to listen to our crappy music, so I unplugged them. But they are live right now. So, but now let me know what happens with that if it's if it lets you in. Like I said, it'll first come up in a little box. It might say error or something. Go ahead and click OK on that, and then it should take you to where, and then type in spooky. Let's say, baby. It's a link. Okay. This is. No, did that and won in. That's from. Who's that from?
That's from there.
This one. This
It
one.
doesn't say.
You got a video call. Man. Okay, we got somebody coming in here, guys. What's that about?
I'm not sure. What about me?
You're already in a video call. That take me there. Okay. Take me there. What this is?
Click to find the video.
Okay. Who's calling us? did, it won't let me in. What? This. Oh, right now. Trying to answer. Give us a second. Answer. Answer. Okay, please wait. Saying please wait. Wow, huh? Says you're already in a video call. You must exit that video call before. Okay. What the hell? I hate doing this shit. Well, I mean, I like doing the hangout thing, but I hate not being able to get a hold of the people that's trying to talk to us. Because we're not ignoring anyone. Okay, click OK and it won't let me in. It goes to the surveillance system. We're getting calls. Click OK and it won't let me in. It goes to the surveillance system. Oh, you have to be. Are you in Internet Explorer? Because then you have to go through Internet Explorer or it won't let you in. Hopefully that helps. Now my mouse quit working.
Okay, let's say 16.
That's see. That's from notifications. This thing keeps jumping around. She's trying to get it on the DVR. Yeah, yeah, Nancy, try go do it through Internet Explorer because Google Chrome won't let you in there. So you'll have to open up that. I'm sorry. See, this keeps coming up. Same thing over and over. Yeah, we got here from abandoned exploration because I'm having so much difficulty. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. We don't either, man. Okay. Okay. Was I can go in there again. Okay. Let us know. We'll do anything we can to try to help you, so you can. A buddy of mine, he got in there with no problem. He's watching it right now. Well, he's not in the hangout, but he's watching on the shit. Yeah, he's on the surveillance. My fire keeps going out. Oh, smile, huh? What do you mean to me? I wonder why it keeps disappearing. And our internet's so damn slow. I'm trying to bring this back up. Hopefully, Something's not right. We're having trouble connecting to Google. Okay, there we go. I keep trying to answer that call, but it says we're already in a call, but
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
When you do that, that's why I just wanted to live stream it, but we just don't have the feed on the internet. You know?
So we're gonna keep this rolling while we're doing the ghost one.
Yeah, I'm going to stay open here. You're going to do the good. This is your lead investigator. This is your time. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to mic her up with a wireless mic. Huh.
Yep.
She's going to look professional. We're not, but she'll look it, won't you?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go over. I'll let you know what I'm using and why I'm using it the best that I can, and we'll have a little bit of fun with it.
Go over what? You just said go over the best I can with it.
The ghost equipment stuff is what we'll do.
Yeah, this keeps popping up the same thing over and over. What the hell's going on? Could be the internet's so goddamn slow too. Well, ours is. Theirs probably faster than shit, but ours ain't. Well, that's this. So I'm trying to pop it out and it's not. See, what was that? Just it keeps shit keeps disappearing. See, we've got a call right here. Been an exploration. I believe his name is Jason. I'm trying to answer it right now. So okay, it's coming up green. Duh, duh. There's us. It says please wait. Pause there. So please wait. We're waiting. Right? It says you're already in a video call.
We have another
It
call.
says take me there or end the other call. Okay. Take me there. And that says what's that say?
Prevent this page from creating additional dialogue.
What's this? Okay, that's from Chris. I thought I saw something over by the door earlier. Wasn't sure. It was like, let's say face.
Please.
Could be a ghost. Over by the door.
What door?
I don't know. He's got to be. He's got to be on the DVR because he can't see it from the hangout.
Oh, it's seen stuff already.
So he's got to be on that.
Yeah.
Getting a call again. I don't know why it's not letting us. Because we're in this, maybe I tried to invite people to come in, like
Mhm.
Ben and Ben and Lou. They're together. I tried to get them, and it won't. When it says it invite, it doesn't light up green. See, I don't know what the hell.